Well, this just got super serious really fast. Not what I was expecting. All right, welcome back everyone. So it is another early afternoon Wednesday, and I'm going to sneak away on the Honda Trail 125 again. And this time I'm headed to a place called Coulter Mountain. Now this is an area that I've kind of skirted around before, but I specifically want to go back to that area because it's essentially the part of the Flagstaff Sedona loop that I did that I had to skip at the end. So I'd like to go back and actually do that section just to see what it looks like. Now I did map this route out on Gaia, and it's about 45 miles total if I do the full loop. So here we go. We are off. All right, well, we have crossed the threshold. We are on the dirt roads now, on the forest roads, and we will be on this type of surface or worse for the rest of the loop. One of the things that I did fail to mention about this loop, the way that I have it drawn out, is there is a small spur down near the southern portion where I'm going to try and actually go up a very faint road to one of the summits, the sort of sub-summit of Coulter Mountain. I don't know if it's going to be doable. It was very hard to tell looking at the satellite imagery, so we're going to try it, see if we can, but if not, no big deal. Awesome, we're coming up on the tunnel. This is always one of my favorite little stretches here. Love going through this. So we're actually going underneath the interstate right now, I-17. And I'm always nervous that someone's going to be coming through. Fun, super fun. I always love going through this tunnel. It's silly, but man, it's just fun. So something that I just noticed that I think is worth a little mini celebration on this journey today is if you look down at my odometer here, you might be able to see that we are at 999 miles on the clock. So we are just about to cross into triple or quadruple digits and hit the 1,000-mile mark on the Trail 125. Come on, 1,000. There it is, 1,000 miles, baby. That's exciting. Fantastic. She's running great. Couldn't be happier. So this is definitely the road. And wow, we are getting right into it, I suppose. So they weren't kidding when they said narrow, rough road. This might be a lot more technical than I was anticipating. One of the things I've got to say to Coconino County's credit is when you see a sign for a rough road, it usually is pretty rough. So unlike other places where it's kind of just meant to scare you away, they don't mess around here. I don't know what this big fenced-in area is, if it's for like horses or what, but really lovely. Wow, so cool. Just when I think I've seen all the little secrets on the back roads behind my house, you know, I stumble across something like this, or you're all watching and you're seeing this beautiful sunshine, this blue sky. You're probably thinking it's like absolutely delightful temperatures, but I'm telling you, my fingers are starting to go numb already. When I left the house, the temperature gauge said 37. Looks like we're gonna have to dodge some snow and ice here as well. Interesting. Things might have just gotten a little bit more a little more interesting on this ride. You never know what you're gonna get riding around Flagstaff. Oh man, we're starting to get into the deep woods here, and it looks like we're starting to get into some significant snow and ice as well. I may have to stop and do a assessment of how much we've got left and whether or not it's worth it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that really quick because we are starting to get into some sketchy stuff. I actually might walk this because I don't know if that's safe, honestly. Is it actually dirt? Yeah, see, now that's ice. That's ice right there. Now this is rock here. Man, are we really gonna have to turn around here? I was not expecting to hit such a obvious big patch of ice like this. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna try it. We're in first gear. We're gonna thread this very tight needle here. Keep the brake engaged. Everything on my left and right is like pure ice. I do not want to be going very fast on this because if it starts to go, I'm just gonna lay it down. Oh, it's fine. It's been fine. So somewhere down here is where I was gonna cross. I think it was about right here, and then I was gonna go up into the snow over here where it's crunchy. I might just stay over here and oh, that's fine. All right, I think we might have made it. All right, what are we gonna do in here? I think I'm gonna actually ride right down the middle. It's a little bit crunchier in the middle here. This is pretty stupid. Man, I'm just full of stupid ideas this week, aren't I? What I didn't show you back there was a truck pulled up with two very nice ladies in it asking me if I was lost, and basically asking in a shocked tone, like, what the heck are you doing out here? Oh my gosh. And I was like, I'm just playing. I don't know. And I think they were very surprised by that answer. Whoa, look at all this ice. Wow, you guys seeing this? Damn. That is chunky. Wow. So that's the ridge right there. That's actually the sub peak right there. So that's where we're going, if it's possible. And I think this right here is the road. And I gotta tell you, it's looking pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a mess. And like I said, this is the north face here. Like, we're facing south right now. So the summit of Coulter, the sub-summit right there, which you can just see through the trees, like, that's the peak. There's like a real primitive road that goes up to the summit, and you can see I've got it right here on the map. But the road, I mean, this is super loose. You can't tell, but I'm like pushing into it, and look at just like where my tire just was right there. It's gonna kick up a ton of mud. So I think I'm gonna just finish off the loop. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, guys, but it's just a little bit too muddy. I would say that right now the temperature outside, like just the ambient temperature, is probably right at freezing. It's like 33 degrees or something, because, you know, stuff is like borderline water, borderline frozen. And gosh, look, I'm getting into some real stuff here. And again, knowing that I have to deal with this kind of stuff is going to slow me way down. So probably a good idea that I did not. Oh gosh, I'm going on the ice now. Yep, I'm like just in the ice now. Oh, I do not like this at all. Hard to believe I was just on this road like a few days ago and it was completely free of anything. The funny thing is like tomorrow it's supposed to be like in the mid 50s. But I can't take the bike out on Thursdays. It's like one of my busiest work days. So Wednesday afternoons are like the one day of the week where I can kind of sneak away to do something like this. That's why you always hear me talking about ducking out on Wednesdays. Should be right around here somewhere. All right. Oh, is that it? Yep, that was it. All right, well, this is looking pretty rough though, I've got to say. It's looking a bit rough. No idea if I'm going to be able to cut through on this road. If this is even a road. It looks like it's just like a camping area. Oh, good God, I almost wiped out right there. Man, I don't know where this is taking me. I'll check it out. It looks like... So this is all like really loose sand. Wow, yeah, this is really loose sand, actually. So we went from ice to sand. Unreal. What the hell, man? Oh, what is happening? Oh, this is definitely it. So they weren't kidding. It is most certainly primitive, but I have not seen any snow or ice yet. Let's just see if we can get through it. Oh, it's definitely volcanic. Look at all those chunky rocks. This is okay. Well, there's probably a reason that Google doesn't ever try to take me this way. Cool little road though. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not super nervous. Okay, I'm not going that way. I will come up here before I go that way. Oh. Yeah, this is wild. Definitely a four-wheel drive road, or like a four-wheeler road. Okay, this could get a little sloppy in here. Man, what a cool little secret road up in the hills. Did not even know this was a thing. I definitely am gonna go home and look up more about this road, like what its number is, what its name is, if it has a name, because yeah, I just had no idea this was even up here. Very cool little spot. All right, guys, this is the real now. We got to drop. Oh man, I do not want to be in neutral. Okay, well, this just got super serious really fast. Not what I was expecting today. Oh man, where do I go here? I'm gonna try and cut down this little tiny groove right here. Yep. All right, let's go over here. Yeah, this is actually pretty serious. Getting a little bit of a technical ride today. Gosh, I feel like I'm back on the Kasner switchbacks. That's what this reminds me of. Good Lord. Oh, I'm cheating. I'm going up here in the woods on the soft grass. Well, this loop definitely turned into more fun than I was expecting. I'm really glad that we got to focus on this little bit as opposed to just trying to do that summit. And I'm also glad that there's been almost no snow or ice on it, because gosh, can you imagine trying to go down that hill back there if it was covered in ice? It would have just been an absolute disaster. All right, now what? Oh my goodness, we came down that. Oh, you know where we are? You guys see this trail right here? This is part of the single track loop that I started to do. This is a section that I haven't done yet. I think we just want to go into the town here. Here we are. All right, how about that? What a cool little town, little village. I would totally live down here. It's quite lovely. There we go, and this will get us out of the neighborhood. What a cool little community. And there's a little country store. Man, I love it. I would totally live here. But here we are back to the old Munns Highway. So we're back where we started, back on the Lollipop. And so we've just got the 3 or so miles back home now. We've made the loop. It's been a success. The only thing that we did not do was the short little detour up to Coulter Mountain, but that's okay. I think it would have just been an absolute disaster, and instead we got to do that sweet little crossover road back there to Mountainaire and have a jolly old time on some fun rocky and icy, muddy, sandy goodness. All right, well, we're back at the tunnel here one last time into the mouth of madness, and then a smooth sailing back home. Hopefully there's nobody coming. Yeah, there is somebody coming. We timed that perfectly. All right, well, we've got just a couple miles left to get home, so I think I'm going to sign off and just say thank you all again for following along. I had a blast today. Got to see some really cool new places and have some fun on some goofy and technical little back roads. And so take care, everyone. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.